I think Andrew might find like your guys' relationship dynamic pretty interesting.
I mean, I think it's true though. You should subscribe and you'll see.
Nah, we're good. So anyways, moving on.
You'll see.
What about like girls who do not explicit? Do you still think that's wrong?
Did you say not explicit?
Yeah.
So like lingerie pictures, bikini pictures, conversations.
Yeah, well, so the point is that you're moving towards sexual vice, right? And sexual sin. So, well, hang on. If you'll humor me, I'll answer the question. So just hang tight. I'll answer the question and let you respond. So, yes, if you're selling sex or sexual provocation with intent to do this. So, in other words, there are men who could sexualize you absent your intent. There's nothing you can do about that. But if your intentionality is to sell in some way, then yeah, that would definitely go against Christian ethics for sure. That would be from the Christian standpoint.
What, even if there's no sexual intercourse on the page?
Yeah, that would be harlot behavior. So we would consider those ladies.
Prostitution.
We would consider those ladies of the night, or in other words, if you sell sex for money, you, by our definition, would be prostitutes.
It's not sex that you're selling. It's
what are you selling?
Like lingerie pictures, but that can arguably be models. So is every Victoria's Secret model and every Bow Avenue's model.
It's intense.
Selling for money, yeah. I would say that they're all engaging in some form of prostitution, yeah.
So you think models are prostitutes?
I think that women who sell
thinks.
pictures on purpose, which are provocative, are engaging in prostitution, yes.
But what if like it's just a girl with a bit of cleavage out on Instagram? Is that still the same thing?
Again, this is why intent matters.
So
what is the intent? Is the intent, for instance, that she just has really big knockers and can't help that, shirts don't fit her? That's an entirely different thing than, hey, look at my boobs. Aren't they great? Send me money. That would be prostitution.
Wait, so what's
the intent is for her to express herself.
Cindy, stop. Wait, so like, what's your reaction here?
What?
I don't know. You seem to have a reaction to what he's saying. Go ahead.
Oh no! Well, no, I don't have no reaction.
I don't know. I thought there was something.
Can you define prostitution?
Yeah, the intent to sell your body in some way, in a sexual way, for money.
No, it's getting shagged for money. That's what prostitution is.
Yeah, prove it. Why should I adhere to that standard definition other than you want me to?
It's right. That's the definition.
No, it's not right. That's wrong.
Right. You choose.
What you're doing is a classic Mott and Bailey, and it's very low tier. In fact, you're trying to explain that there's some type of delineation between selling your to be penetrated versus selling your to not be penetrated, though the effect is the same. You're still selling for money.
I feel like prostitution has like a big umbrella term, and a lot of people just try to make things seem as it's not. So like, not everything is sex with like what you want to call prostitution, but
okay.
That's
So
opinion.
let me ask you this: would you say, for instance, that being a stripper, would that be considered prostitution by your metric?
No.
No. Do strippers give lap dances?
Work,
yeah.
Yes.
But it's
and as a result of the lap dances, do some men ejaculate?
But then at the same time,
hang on. Answer my question.
Depends how good they are.
I mean, I would assume.
Yeah, do some men ejaculate based on the lap dances? Are they getting the lap dance because they don't want to get a hard on, or are they getting the lap dance because they do?
Yeah.
Men can get a hard on from counting from 10 to 1.
Yeah, but we have a distinction between intent. That's why we have intent.
But what if I was just counting down? Then is that me?
Hang on, I'm going to explain. I'll explain it to you. The distinction is intent. The stripper's job is to give the guy a stiffy. Their job is to make their pecker hard, right? That's their job.
Not all the time.
How you can consider that to not be prostitution is actually the better question, because seemingly that is selling favors for money. I don't know how it's not doing that.
So is this the same with like male strippers, like Thunder Down Under?
Yes.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Okay.
I think you're choosing a harsher word.
Yeah.
It is work, but using the word feels different to people.
So
but it is
why should I care how they feel? There's a distinction with no merit.
I get that.
Why should I care what you feel?
It's not a respectable
well, listen,
line of work.
you should use this other word, Andrew, because it makes them feel bad when you call them what they are. That makes no sense to me.
And
stripper is engaging in prostitution. Tell me how they're not.
No, and I agree with you. But if we want people to change, we're not going to get that by using harsh words. We're going to get that by using kind words.
By tone policing. By tone policing. That's how we'll get them to change.
I don't think it's
we just
like
need to
we
tone
want them to
police harder,
change.
don't we?
I don't think it's that we want them to change. I think it's like more of like, why do you guys get defensive when someone just wants to know like a simple answer to a simple question, that selling your body in any sort of form for money is in that gray area or like umbrella of
because you can define it, and it's not prostitution. I just don't see how it's prostitution. Is you go on vivastreet.com and you ring them
Maybe
up
it's not the
and
right,
you
like,
say, I'm
word,
coming
but
over,
it's
I want
still
an
the same
hour's worth of
umbrella
sex,
term.
Yeah.
Okay,
and you pay.
well, here's the thing. I have the definition of prostitution in front of me, and the definition that I'm looking at has as example too the selling of sexual favors for money.
Yeah,
Have you ever
blowy.
watched?
How is it not a sexual favor to grind vagina on a man's penis in order to make it hard? How's that not a sexual favor, sir?
Because usually you can't touch them. In England, anyway, you can't touch them.
here
What?
too.
So what? So
You're
wait.
not
So you're
actually-
saying that
you're
if
not
you
grinding
don't
your
touch a
pussy on the
prostitute, they
day.
only touch you. They're not anymore.
Wow.
What? No, it's eye candy. You go to strippers to look at sexy women.
It's just like if you watch on or watch OnlyFans.
Do strippers
or-
grind their vagina externally over a man's penis? Do they do that?
Yeah.
Not all of them.
Yeah.
Some of
Yeah,
them,
they do
but yeah.
that.
Not
Yeah,
all
they
of
do
them,
that.
though.
No, they all do that.
I've been
I'm
to
not
strip
aware of
clubs
any strippers
before.
who do not do that. What strippers are you aware of that don't do that?
One's in Leeds.
What's that?
I've been to clubs and I've got lap dancers before, but they've not actually touched or anything with the vaginas.
Yeah, what does that have to do with anything? Just
So
because
it
you've
doesn't
gotten
make
a
all
lap.
of them. It doesn't make all of them prostitutes.
Yes. It makes them all prostitutes, yes. If you grind your vagina on a man's penis for money, you're
Yeah, but you-
engaging in a
no,
sexual favor
that's
and
not.
prostitution. Like, what do you want me to say?
But-
How do you get around that?
Then if people are sleeping with someone who's not their married partner, it's that them being a.
No.
But what
That's them
if
committing
they what if they
adultery.
brought
They're
them for
committing
dinner
adultery.
before?
Wait, say that again? I'm sorry.
So say you took someone out for dinner.
So hang on. So real quick, just so you know, if we're going to have the exchange so that you understand, because I'm remotely calling in, when you talk into the mic and I'm talking at the same time, it cuts the audio feed on my end. So what we're going to have to do is go one at a time, right? So you go first, and then I'll go, and then you go, et cetera, okay? Go ahead.
Have you ever watched?
Yeah.
So you're also a slave to the industry.
Oh, so if you've ever done anything, that means you're a slave to it? That doesn't make any sense.
But you're consuming and then judging. But
No,
I'm
I have
sure
consumed. That doesn't mean that I did a good thing. That doesn't mean that I did a righteous thing. That doesn't mean I did
you
a
after watching that?
I'm not going to get into any of that.
Clearly did.
There's
Did you get hard?
implications
Did
which
you-
are
did you
there,
use-
and the
did you use a
implications.
rat cum?
Hang on, stop. The
Cindy,
implications
stop.
are fine as they are. You can imply what you want from it, but the purpose of and the point is that me having engaged in sin would not exempt you from being prostitutes. How would it exempt you from that?
donated $200. Saying things in a nice way is why whores think they are not whores. Cold hard facts do not care about your feelings. The wages of sin are eternal hell. So instead of being nice, let's try reality.
Yo, Grid One, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Anyway,
I don't know if
yeah, so
do you guys
back-
want to
back to this.
continue on that thing?
Yeah, I want to continue
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm sorry. Go ahead. The floor is yours. We were having the back and forth before the chat came in. Go ahead.
Oh, this is
Me
for
or
you.
you?
You guys were having.
No. This is for. I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name because I came into the show later.
Sophia.
You have a pink top.
Sophia.
Sophia,
So
okay.
basically, what we're saying is you're judging women for doing and being on the platform. Have you also had encounters with like normal women, or had a wank over someone who's just them, or fantasized about them? Because then you're saying, because someone's on a platform and you've had a wank over them, but then there's someone else who's not on a platform, but you've wanked to them with full clothes on, this, that, and the other. What's the difference if you giving
Intent.
someone. Yeah, I know,
Well,
but
so the distinction's
technically there's
intent.
the intent.
What is the intent?
yeah, but there might not be intent on someone's part for. It might just be because
There's no intent on a person's part if they're going to over a woman. They're not intending. Really?
No, like
you
the
think
other
they're
way
not
around.
intending to do that? I just want to make sure we're
She's
clear.
saying, like, if you didn't watch that, you would have never had that visualization of that woman that you just off to.
So this
you
would
know?
defer
So
to intent again, wouldn't it?
technically did participate in it by visualizing that woman naked.
So intent. So you're talking
So
about intent again.
that-
Yes, I
yeah,
agree. If you
so
intend to
that's
jerk
what's
off
there
over a
for.
woman, then you intended to do that.
So
I agree.
you're wrong for judging these women that
Why
are
would that be wrong for
confident
me to
enough
judge?
to
That's
show
like-
their body
Wait, so just
for
so I get this
you
right.
to visualize and to a cum rag.
What the
Yeah, so
fuck?
just so I get this right, if I smoke, which I do, you can clearly see that I smoke these cigarettes here, then it's not okay for me to tell my children not to smoke. I just want to make sure I got that clear. Is that right?
Okay.
Is that correct, that I smoke, so therefore I'm not allowed to tell my children not to smoke? Like if they're 3 years old, should I just be like, and they go, hey, Dad, can I try that? And I go, no. Am I being a hypocrite? Am I being hypocritical by telling Junior not to have a Marlboro Red and a beer at 3 years old? Am I being a hypocrite?
Yeah, but that's legal age, so that's completely different.
No, it's not legal age.
Oh, the point is, yeah.
Three. No, that's what we're saying. Three, yeah, three.
Yeah,
you
so
said
it's
three.
legal age, so it's something else. That.
No, three. You're getting confused. Three. He's saying he's 3-year-old son. He's saying he
A
smokes.
3, not 3.
That's not legal age.
What, 3 years
Yeah.
old?
3 years old is
Yeah,
like-
that's what I'm saying.
Oh.
It's not legal
Oh,
age.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
I
what
thought
it
you
is.
said it
Yeah,
was. I was like,
Go
oh,
against
shit.
it.
Woohoo.
Whereas
Yeah, just
if
so
they
you
were,
know, what you're
if they were
engaging in right now is
18,
called. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I just wanted to clarify that what you're engaging in is called a tu quid quo fallacy, which is you're essentially doing a. But what about you? What about you? Well, okay, yes, I'm awful and horrible in the chief of sinners right here in front of you. How that would exempt you from what it is that you're doing, though, I have no idea. Like I don't understand that. It's not a great argument. So
Well, why-
kind of back to this with you. I'm just saying, can you guys define how it would not be if a guy paid you money to grind on his in order to make it, do stuff? How would that not be?
Well, that's not her intent. Some people like the art
That's
of
very
like,
clearly
twerking.
her intent.
Twerking is considered an art, like it's a dance form. Like people
Yeah, it's the
enjoy
art of making penis
shaking
art.
their big ass booty.
Yeah, I get it, but the thing is that if you're twerking, if you're like some chick who's twerking and you're dancing with some guy or something
about
like this,
Shakira?
he's not paying you. There's no money, which is being transacted.
Some people
But
will,
if there's
will be.
money, hang on,
Yeah.
calm down, let me finish. But if there's money being transacted, okay, then you would be engaging in prostitution, be sexual favors for money.
So Shakira's backup dancers who twerk, and they're getting paid to twerk, are they then?
They're not twerking on someone. They're just dancing.
their intention is
she-
to dance.
They still
that
get people hard.
also could get people hard.
I mean, but their
I think
intentions are
that's their
dancing as a backup
profession.
dancer.
But they're
as
not
their job.
dancing to get people hard.
Yeah.
And also,
If they get hard, that's their.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah, but
exact-
there are girls that go to clubs that not intentionally
Exactly.
to
Yeah,
get
like
them
China
hard,
White.
but they just like
But as
dancing.
a
Like in
stripper-
Jamaica, there's literally clubs. Like
Exactly.
well, that's not
they're
like a
dancing,
dance.
and you guys.
But they're
or-
still like getting money. Like guys.
Yeah, it's like Ocean Beach.
Guys who have money, they also like to go to clubs and just throw ones down.
Let's, Andrew, I
Yeah,
have a,
Because they think the women there are a bunch of. Literally, they think that they think that's what they think. They think that they're going to spend money on a prostitute. That's what they think.
There's a
That's why they're in
difference.
clubs throwing that money at these girls is because they think the girls have a price, like you do.
What does that mean for you?
Success is, being free, being able to do what I want to do every day when I wake up.
For you?
Yeah, same thing. Being able to do what you want, when you want, and with whom you want, whenever you want to do it. Because a lot of people don't have that level of freedom in the world. So, I agree 100%.
Eros?
To be honest, it's working in what you love, because you got to wake up and love your life. Just create that, that life you just want to live every day. You don't want to stop, Sometimes I don't want to sleep and I want to wake up earlier just because I live the life I want to live. I also with my wife, like I'm married but not trapped. It's not like I hide shit. It's everything is up front. Like I don't hide anything and I show everything. So,
Blessed man.
Okay. And my definition of success is across the board. If you're not ripped, if you're not rich, if you ain't rare, if you don't stand out, if you ain't across the board successful, it doesn't mean fucking shit to me. If you got straight tits and you're in your Rolls Royce, you look like a fucking clown to me. I'm just laughing at your dumb fucking ass. But this is the whole fucking point. You have a weakness. Change it, motherfucker. How the fuck are you going to lead people if you don't realize your weakness is their way out? They're not going to listen to you. You're sitting there possessing shit that they don't want to have. So, I mean, this is what people say. Oh, it's not about the money. It's about family, Wes. It's about this, about that. Motherfucker, when you're making money, it's about the money. When it's family, it's about family. When you're at the gym, it's about muscle. Whatever you're doing, it's about that. There's no black and white life. It's the gray area. You have to be good at everything. That's the goal, to really excel in every area. I roll in most rooms with successful entrepreneurs, and it's pathetic. They'll have like a before and after picture of their fitness shit, and their after picture looks like their before pic. And I'm like, motherfucker, you're not embarrassed of this shit? Like, you have enough money, and that's what you put out. You're that big of a pussy. Like, I just can't get behind anything that's not done at a high level. So knock the one thing off the board first, then the next thing, then the next thing. Jados is ripped, rich, and rare. I mean, the whole thing, what's rare mean to me? It means no vices. It means no drugs, no alcohol, no bullshit. You don't have to hide behind nothing. I mean, what's rich? I mean, you get to do what the fuck you want. I don't need you to be a billionaire to say you're rich, or other people, they'll see that even I rent my place. It's $95,000 a month. But they're like, you rent your place. It's like, you dumb motherfucker. You don't understand how to even operate at my level. People don't buy a $24 million house. They buy $24 million worth of properties that would bring them more money. You don't dump all that into that fucking liability and live in some $24 million pad you bought, stupid. You fucking make investments and you bring it back to this. But everybody thinks they know some shit. And if you don't have the results that I want in some area, I can't fucking listen to you. So most people, I won't listen to them. What are they going to tell me? Some motherfucker comes up to me at the gym and he's like, hey, you should do your push-ups like this. And I say, why? So I can look like you, motherfucker? And the guy's like, oh, no, but like, it looks like you're going to hurt your... Shut the fuck up, dude. I'm end up with your chest if I do that shit. Why would I want that? Or these motherfuckers go in my comments and I'll say some shit on purpose. I'm like, rent or buy. And if you ain't at the level to even do either of these, shut the fuck up and don't even participate. And they just get mad. It's like, you don't get to have an opinion if it's not an option for you. You don't get to say my chick's BBL and her fake tits aren't for you. You couldn't get her, you dumb motherfucker. You got a goddamn 3. And that's the worst thing about these motherfuckers. They try to give you relationship advice. Motherfucker, you got a borderline Miami 2. That's like a fucking Mississippi 6. Like, what the fuck you talking about? Don't give me relationship advice to my 10 when you got a 2, motherfucker. Shut up. But this is the whole thing. People don't think I'm going to put the measuring stick to their motherfucking face. They better just watch what they say around a motherfucker who's beating them in every area. And if someone is beating you, just ask them. Just be humble. Like, your bitch is better than mine. How'd you get her? That car's way more than mine. How'd you do it? You make more than me. What's up? Like, just fucking ask. And that's the thing. People aren't humble enough to ask. That's my shit. It's got to be across the board. You better have a bad bitch. You better be ripped. You better fucking be rolling some sick shit. That's what I like. I grew up hustling. There has to be rims on my goddamn Phantom. Go out front. That ain't normal Phantom. That's a Mansory Phantom. I don't have the normal shit. Fuck that. Chick's got upgrades. Done.
Well said, Wes. God damn, with the fire. Shit.
I've been watching Goldie's content. That's the reason. I've been watching Goldie's content. He be getting me in trouble. My chick don't like his content. She's like, he's making too much sense.
Shout out to Goldie. All right, what about you?
Supposed to follow that up?
It's tough, right?
Get him. Well, hey, what you guys were saying earlier, I need to know what the fuck you said in English.
Okay, so my definition of success will probably be far different than everybody else's on the panel. I'll probably maybe be the lone dissenter, but my definition of success is having a family, having children, and being part of the apparatus of the world. And true wealth is a rejection of materialism. As Christ said himself, what good does it benefit a man to gain the entire world at the cost of his soul? And essentially, when I think of wealth, I think of materialism. It's okay to have materialism. It's not against Christian ethics to become rich, become wealthy. But I just think it's all beside the point, ultimately. You're trying to go for a single thing, and it's to achieve something greater
Do you have
than
money?
the person.
Does he have money?
No.
Do you have money?
No. No, I don't
How
have.
much
I
money
don't
do you
have.
have?
I don't
Does he
have
have
money. But here's the thing. Why is money
much-
valuable?
Do you have money?
What is money valuable for?
I'm just asking. Do you have money?
I just said no. I'm broke. I'm a nobody.
No, but really, you are?
Yeah.
Is he really broke?
Yeah.
I just want to know. I have to know.
No, I'm
He's
not.
trolling.
I'm not one of these rich guys. I don't have a Bugatti. I don't have a Lambo. I don't have a
just
Ferrari.
really have to know. Like, how much money you got?
Probably the $5 in my pocket. Not much more.
Can anyone answer for the guy?
Why do they think I'm kidding? I have a family. I take care of an entire family. That takes a lot of money.
He's doing all right.
Okay,
It's okay.
This is the thing. This is the thing, you guys. If you ain't fit, you can't say it's not all about being in good shape.
Why not?
If you don't have money, you can't say it's not all about money.
Yeah, why
But
not?
if he does have money, he can say that.
Why not?
He
Why can't you say? Why must you have the thing before you? Hang on. Let me ask the question.
Because hypothetical is
Let me ask the question.
hypocritical.
Let me ask the question.
Hypothetical is hypocritical.
How do you even know what I was going to say before I've even been allowed
Because
to
I
ask
know
the
what you're
question?
gonna say.
Then what was I going to say?
You're going to say, why can't you ask the question?
Okay, so that's not what I was going to say. What I was going to say is, how in the world can you create a standard that it's inappropriate to ask somebody, how come if I don't have X thing, because I don't value X thing, does that mean X thing is actually valuable?
You've never experienced it, so you can't speak about
You
it.
think that I haven't experienced wealth? Even
I
poor
was
people,
asking if you did.
Even poor people experience days of wealth.
I was
They
asking
can-
if you
even
did.
poor
I don't know
people-
who you are.
But even poor people experience days of wealth. And so the thing is
No,
it's
definitely not. Definitely not.
Definitely
No,
so.
not.
Definitely so.
I've lived the lowest lows and the highest highs.
Well, what's the distinction? After you make X amount, hundreds of thousands of dollars, if you look at the studies done on this, it does not.
I don't fit no fucking studies.
It does not
bro.
hugely improve a person's life.
Are you proud of who the fuck
Bro,
you are?
why
Well,
don't
look
you
at.
even
Are
let
you
me
proud?
get-
If you look in the mirror, would you guys say this motherfucker's proud of who the fuck he is? That's a bag of trash, dude. Pull your fucking shirt
Because
off
I've
and
been-
tell me you're fucking proud
Because
of yourself.
I've been to fucking prison.
Jesus Christ!
Because
look
I've been
at
to
you,
prison?
bro. You got 10-inch arms and tits. Men don't have tits.
No, they go to prison where they get fucking.
Fuck yeah,
where they
they
get
do.
raped up the ass.
You've never been to prison. Look,
That's
you're
what
talking about shit you
happens.
don't know.
They go to prison where they get
let's
raped.
do
Now you
this.
get your ass beat in front
You
of
think that
everybody.
that's better?
Guys,
You think that that's better?
Let's let him give his definition of success, and then
Having tits and 10-inch arms is what a man is.
Let's
You
let him,
guys.
let's let him
Please
get his,
don't listen to that.
Wes, let's let him get his thing out, and then
Tits.
We can have different opinions.
Yeah.
Titties.
Anyway, back to where I was at.
Boobs.
Yeah. Okay. Prison. But anyway, if you want,
Fuck yeah.
if you want to follow the successful mantra of a man who tells you he's reformed from prison, understand why they might have gone there to begin with. And
To take care
yes,
of a
I
family.
do think that a rejection of materialism is something missing in society, and I do think that true wealth is the family, and I think that true wealth is having a wife, and true wealth, that is what I think it is, and that is what I think truly success is being able to go home and look your family in the face and know that you're doing everything you can to support them. That's
And then
what
when
I
you
think
go to the
success
beach
is.
with your family, they're like, "There's my stud dad right there, standing there.
Do you have-
that stud right there with
Do
his
you
shirt off?
do you have children?
Look at that stud.
Do you have children?
I do have children.
How many?
I have 2.
You have 2. So are you saying that your Bugatti and your money and everything
If they
else is
saw me
worth more
standing
than your
there, they'd be
children?
like, my dad's a superhero. Look what he brought to the table. Look how hard this guy works. He came from nothing to this.
Yeah.
He's, God damn it.
You're still whining. Stop whining
that
and
is
just
a
make an
product.
argument.
Dude, I'll smack your fat ass.
So you're gonna attack.
Straight
You're gonna
up.
attack.
all right.
No, but dude, nobody's
Do you
whining.
usually attack
This
armed
is
men
how
in
I
Florida?
talk, bro. Dude,
All right.
look
Let's
at
just-
your goddamn self.
Okay,
Guys,
well,
guys,
I've
guys,
never
guys,
seen such a
Goofy.
pathetic motherfucker.
Wes,
in my
Okay,
life.
well,
let's chill out a little
I'll-
bit, man. A little bit.
This is not what men
Let's let
look
him.
like.
Let's let him
What do they
finish
look
his
like?
point.
Fucking shit.
What do they look like? Bald prisoners?
Dude, fuck.
Is that what they look like?
This is the problem in society. Is people like this think they could talk to someone like me like that. They really think they can. He knows he wouldn't do shit about it, and that's the problem.
I mean, you're the one who got hostile for having a difference of opinion.
Dude, check it out. You started coming at me about some other shit. This is what the show is supposed to be about. I like this shit. So personally,
So do I.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I enjoy
But
blood sports.
We can agree to disagree.
We can we can
We can move on, but Jesus Christ, men don't have tits. We can agree on that. Physically,
men usually have hair. We can agree on that too.
He has
Physically.
crossed over gender barriers.
I think we can see each side has different opinions.
By choice, crossing gender barriers by growing tits.
So, what about you, brother?
All right, nice.
Crazy.
Being successful is effectively acting on your intentions. And I think I agree with Andrew that your intentions must align with something bigger than yourself. In my case, it's God, the Christian God. And so a success to me is fulfilling on your intentions, but maintaining your ethical standards. And if you're doing that as a Christian, you are in fact procreating. And if you're not, you're doing something that fills in that gap that's equally effective to contributing to a moral society. And I think if you're not contributing to a moral society and you're only contributing to a consumerist society, a materialistic society, that's the only thing you're going to worship. And tons of people worship material things and flash it around, but it's vacant. It's spiritually vacant.
The craziest thing is, if you looked at the people who are supposedly materialistic, we've helped more people than these guys who claim.
Why is helping? Why is helping? Wait. Why is
lives.
helping important to you?
I mean, because I know what it's like to be at the bottom.
So are you helping someone if you give them an expensive watch?
Why do you think we just do that? You must not know who you're talking to.
I asked you a question. You didn't answer it.
I give them the habits to build themselves.
What did I
into
ask you, though?
Said, am I helping them if I give them an expensive watch? I give them habits, a mindset.
So the
I
answer
teach
is
them
no.
how to operate.
So if you give them...
Well, you guys are assuming we're only doing stuff about materialism.
Can a man answer a direct question?
Jesus Christ. These Karens
The answer is no.
Look at these fucking Karens.
Go ahead,
dude.
buddy.
How the fuck did these guys even get up here? Why would you bring me here with people like
You
this?
didn't answer the question.
Dude, fucking shit.
We got different of opinion here. Okay, go ahead, Miguel.
This is why they split it like this. I'm sorry you got put over there.
No, I know.
You don't really fit over there. We need some other little fucking lame douche over there.
Oh man.
I'll still answer the question. Is giving someone an expensive watch...
Would any of you guys really hang out with these guys?
This is not an argument.
Like, Jesus Christ.
They're skilled at some things.
Whoever fucking said that.
Hang on. That bass guy right there just said, hell yes, shut up. That's fucking hilarious. You're awesome.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
The whole crowd says, yeah, we'd hang out with them.
Different guys on the
this
panel.
is why most people don't invite me places.
Guys. Different guys on the panel.
Yeah, we can tell.
Have different skill sets and different things that they bring to the table.
We could tell his tits are all jiggling. He's got like a half a fucking jelly donut.
Hey, bro, your toupee, it's still back there in the back. Go get it.
I shaved my head, you little faggot.
Are you sure you shaved your head?
Okay. We got
All right. Go ahead, Miguel.
We're on Rumble, right?
Yeah.
We're on YouTube, too.
Oh, well, fuck it. We do it live. We're not on my channel.
Live, baby.
We do it live.
Bro, George Michael wants his pants back.
Dude, God damn, look at whose shirt is that? Dude, your fucking mom bought you that. Your aunt bought you that for fucking Thanksgiving dinner. That's like Oshkosh Bagosh or some shit, bro.
Welcome to the roast session today.
Dude, any of you guys who fucking, holy shit. If those are men to you guys, go fucking kill yourself.
God forbid you say watches are not important to this guy.
No, it's the thing about materialism. You
worship it, dude. You worship
These guys
it.
must have grown up with money.
Bro,
the people
you
who
worship
didn't grow up with
material.
money chase money. The people who
Worship
didn't grow-
materialism.
Shut the fuck up.
You
You don't
worship
know me,
it.
you fucking
I could
lame.
tell. I could tell by your speaking.
How the fuck do you think you
Listen
know me?
how reactive you are if someone
Shave
says...
your goddamn arms,
See, you can't
bro.
deal with it. You can't deal with it. Why would I shave my arms? I'm a man.
Look at these pale fucks.
What the fuck
out
is
here.
wrong with you?
Okay.
Shave your body. Aren't you a man?
Look at this guy, dude.
Okay, let's let Miguel finish this real quick.
Let's post these guys.
Shave your pubes.
Hey, post these guys,
Guys,
women back here.
guys.
I want to see these guys, women. Let's put
Guys,
these trolls back here.
Women are not objects in our world because we're not materialists.
Guys, relax.
I've never heard more
Relax.
lies in my life.
Relax.
This is one thing I don't like.
Wes,
It's
come on,
people
man.
who lie.
Wes,
You're crying.
Wes, let's just
No.
move on.
We're
We're
gonna
gonna move
continue.
on.
I
We're
can
gonna
make
move
you
on.
cry if you want.
We're gonna move on.
That's all
We're
you
gonna move
got.
on. We're gonna move on. We're gonna move on.
I could if you want.
We're gonna
No,
move on.
that's all you got is threats. And
We're gonna
brute
move on,
strength.
guys. We're gonna
I'm
move
a great
on.
speaker.
We're gonna move on, guys. We're gonna move on.
At least,
Okay,
I, can
Miguel,
answer,
go ahead.
at least
Miguel.
I can answer a direct question.
Guys.
Oh my
We're gonna move
God,
on.
how
Go
did
ahead,
you bring
Miguel.
me here?
Go
I thought this was
Go
like
ahead.
some real
Wes,
shit.
Wes, we gotta chill, man. We gotta chill.
I'll dip.
Wes,
I
go
don't
ahead.
give a fuck.
All right, what's success, right? Freeing the slaves. That's what it is. Mental slaves, man. That's what it is, man. And I gotta agree with Wes. You gotta help people out. Like you can't it's true. This whole thing, right? I came from no money, immigrant, Mexican, having trouble with the body. So shout out West.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. But we've helped a lot of people. We made millionaires, and that's changed people's lives. That's helped people get fucking families, and now people have the time to fucking go to the gym, do everything. But it's about freeing your mind, and that's what I'm proud of, and that's what I do. That's what Charlie does. That's what most of these men on this panel do, is we free people from their fucking mental slavery. Period.
Okay. So, man. Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you this. We got a bunch of masculine guys on the panel because they're arguing with each other. So that's how you know.
Those are some stuff. Mr. Steal Your Bitch.
Yeah.
And his buddy.
Keep shaving your body.
What I will say is this. I think the definition of success is a combination of everything that everyone on the panel has said, whether being free, being able to have a family, being able to have your money on point, being in shape, which I agree with 100%. If you are going to be married, you're free and you run the marriage the way that you want.
Karate bodies.
Being free. I think all these, how do I say this? All these attributes absolutely make you into the top tier guy. And it really comes down to having all the pieces, right? We talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! And all 5 pieces of Exodia. You got to have all 5 pieces. The piece that I'm missing right now, which I will admit that that Wilson has, is that religion does matter, right? Whether you're Christian, Muslim, Jewish, etc. Understanding that there's a higher power and being devout to something and understanding that and following God is very important. That's something that I need to work on myself. And I'm definitely going to admit that, I haven't been the best Muslim. I haven't been the most devout Muslim. And it's something that I need to go back to at some point. But I think being religious is very important. And it's something that I'm missing. Obviously I have the fitness, the money, girls, whatever the hell it may be. But at the end of the day, to be fulfilled, you need that religious component, I think.
What offends me is actually your use of the law against women, because I don't think that, like, that woman who was here, who had been born again, and she had gone such a long ways, and it doesn't matter the way you say it. Like, I know how your stance on tone, so it's fine by me. But you were saying that she was somehow not worthy of being who she was because she was teaching other women.
I don't think
Or
he said
correct
that's
me
right.
on
So
that.
let me
Then correct me.
respond to both
Okay.
of these points. Point one, she can't teach other women because women can't be clergy in Christianity. Two, she made it a point that niceness was a part of Christian doctrine, and it's not, and it never has been. And I pointed out that this is not a Christian virtue. She's teaching falsely. Women cannot be clergy in Christianity, period. They're not allowed to be clergy, period. Never. Not even once. They're not allowed to even once. You can't be like, we're just funning. We just made one for the fun of it. Even if the results of it, you could argue the results or the consequences of this might be better in some way, it doesn't matter. The purpose of the religion is not that the consequences are always good. That's not the purpose of the religion.
I understand. So I do know that that's backed up biblically. And I'd also like to say that in 1 Timothy, it says, treat older women like your mothers and treat younger women like they're your sisters with purity. And I'm wondering, where do you follow the law on that?
Well, so let's dive into this. When we're talking about matrons, you're talking about Paul in this case. And I quote this quite a bit myself. And when you're talking about matrons and how matrons are supposed to teach, they're supposed to teach from a position of a pure heart to only women. They're not supposed to have a ministry. Ministry would imply both. It's okay for matrons to give
That
matronly
woman
wisdom.
said
hang
it
on,
was
hang on.
women.
Let me finish. I'm answering the question. It's okay for matrons to give matronly wisdom, but they're not allowed to teach the gospel. They're not allowed to do that. That's not their place. They're not allowed to be clergy.
Well,
If she
why
was
are
just
you
talking to her
allowed to
daughter-
not
hang on,
treat women
almost
with
done,
respect?
Almost done. Didn't cut you off. Almost done. If she was just talking to her daughter about the gospel, things like this, fine. Okay, but saying I'm a minister, I'm a part of clergy, and teach women as a part of a church clergy is wrong. Period. It's wrong across the board. It's
Okay,
wrong
I
theology.
disagree.
Do you know
I
what's also
disagree.
wrong? smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol, which you've been doing the whole time. You know, if we're going to talk
Why is
about
that wrong?
fall, because
Go
your
ahead, tell me
body
why it's
is a
wrong.
temple.
Because
Your
your body's
body is a temple.
Oh yeah, where's that said in the Bible?
It
Did you
is
just make
said
it
in the
up?
Bible, and you're
Yeah, where?
ruining your
Where does it
temple.
say it?
And it does say you're not supposed to get drunk because
Am
you're
I
going to
drunk?
make. I'm not. I'm just saying you're drinking alcohol and you're smoking
And
cigarettes. You're
is
ruining
drinking
your
alcohol
temple.
a problem?
No, I'm just saying if you're going to talk about
So
Christianity,
drinking alcohol is not a problem. Okay, so then why'd you bring it up as being a problem from a Christian perspective?
getting drunk is any
And
kind of
am I
altercation.
drunk?
I don't know. Are you?
Well, let's see.
I'm
I don't
just
know.
saying
We've
if
been
you're
at
gonna
the show for
judge-
5 hours. We've been at the show for 5 hours.
you're
I've
gonna
had
judge-
3 beers. Do you think I'm drunk?
I don't know, but if you're going to judge, then you know you have to get judgment back. So.
And
I'm just
that's
saying.
fine.
And a
You
good
can judge me
Christian
back.
actually
so
doesn't
you have
judge.
judged. Hang on. So you have judged that Christians are not allowed to drink alcohol.
No,
Is that correct?
that's not what I'm saying
Well,
at all.
then
I'm just
why
saying
did you bring that
can't
up as a
say that you're so,
criticism of
you
me?
can't say that you're so righteous if you're sinning as well. And sins are the same in the Bible.
Tell me why I can't drink. Tell me why I can't drink.
It does
Why?
not matter
Why?
if you are
Tell me
offended.
why.
The truth is what matters. She was calling herself a pastor, which is not possible, and a lie. A lie is a sin. Teaching from a place of lies furthers the sin.
Tell me where. Tell me why I'm not allowed to drink beer while I'm doing a podcast. Tell me why that's sinful. Tell me why that's wrong. Go ahead.
You can do whatever you want, and I'm not judging you.
No,
Nobody's
no,
perfect.
that's not what I
but
asked you. I
think
said
what you're
she's
trying to
always
say,
sinful.
if you're ruining your temple, which is God's body for you,
So
right?
do I ruin my
that is a
temple when I
sin.
eat a donut?
Just like a prostitute is ruining her body. It's the same thing.
Oh,
A sin
yeah.
is a
Oh,
sin.
it's
It
the
says
same
in the
thing.
Old
So I'm ruining
Testament,
my-
right? They are
Am I
equal
allowed?
sins.
Am I allowed to eat a
Lying,
donut?
stealing.
Am I allowed to eat a donut?
Technically, no. It's bad for your body.
No, I'm not allowed to eat
I mean,
a donut.
if
Am I
we're-
allowed to breathe oxygen?
I mean,
Because
you
that
have
decays
to.
my body over time.
But if you're talking about putting like high fructose corn syrup and all those bad things in your body, it is
I'm not
technically
allowed
a
to
sin
have a
because it is your temple.
So
I'm
I'm
not
not allowed to
saying
have
we're
Coke.
perfect, but I'm just calling you out.
Wait,
as
wait,
you
wait,
call
hang
other
on,
people
hang on.
out.
I want to make sure. Hang on, stop. Now you know. Now, if you want to know why it is I'm so hard on these women, now you know. Because this woman next to you just told me that it's sinful to drink. She couldn't back it up. Right? She did make
It is
an
sinful to
actual.
drink.
Hang on, stop. My turn now. She did make an actual biblical appeal, but she didn't know where it was. She just heard it in passing. On top of that, she said, "I can't drink a Coke. I can't eat a donut." Right? I can't do anything. Apparently, Christians aren't allowed to do anything because if we eat a donut,
not what I
that's
said.
like sucking 100 dicks like a prostitute, right?
That is
Isn't that
not
like
what I
that?
said.
Isn't
That's
it like
not what
that?
I said.
Literally where that comes from.
Yeah, well, isn't that an entailment? I'm sorry, isn't that an entailment? Isn't sucking 100 penises like me eating a donut? Go ahead.
Well,
tell
I
me.
think what she's
No.
trying to
Isn't
say,
it?
which she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think what she's trying to say is that everybody has all these like sins, whether they're hidden or not. Okay,
Like
I'm not
drinking a
saying
Coke?
I'm not saying what you're doing is a sin. I don't know you. You know, I don't know what in the context of it. I'm just saying.
You can't tell me what I'm doing is a sin or not? You don't have judgment?
No.
You don't have discernment? You can't discern what's a sin?
No. Not
Then
in
why
your
should I
life.
take your word for anything when it comes to Christianity? You can't even discern what's a sin.
It's between you and God, Andrew. I'm not gonna
No.
I'm not gonna look into your life. Yeah, you can have whatever criticisms you have about me. You know, that's fine. All I'm saying is that
Have I made any personal criticisms about you? Seems like all the criticisms
No,
have to come
what you
from
just-
you guys to me.
what you just said was that you can't trust what I say about God, and that's fine because, like I said, I didn't.
That's not a personal criticism. That's an entailment of your logic.
And that's
If you say, I cannot make any judgment on another person's sin,
Mhm.
then you have told me that you cannot discern what is sin.
well.
You are incapable of telling me what is sinful, so why would I ever listen
For
to you?
another person, for myself, I think I can tell for myself, but I don't know, I don't know your whole grand scheme of things. I think for some people, drinking could be a sin. For some people, it could not. I'm just saying, I don't think that I could adequately point at your sins, and I stand by
but
that.
this is a bit of a whataboutism about his drinking. I do want to quickly bring it back to your point about, so you're a Christian, correct?
I am.
And so do you think that, do you think women can be pastors? What's your denomination, by the way? Are you Protestant?
Well, I did not. No,
They all are.
no, I did not grow up in church. I grew up a different religion.
What's your denomination?
I do not have a denomination.
Yeah, right. You're
I love
non-denominational.
Jesus.
All of you are always non-denominational.
Which is
Okay,
fine.
but so
yeah,
can women be
uh-huh.
pastors?
I don't know.
But I'm asking because you objected
Biblically-
to his position, and biblically it
Mhm.
would seem to indicate that women can't be pastors from a Christian worldview.
Grid One Motorsports donated $200. None of the things you have pointed out, ladies, are sins. The crone you are referencing committed fetus deletus, which is an actual sin. Why do you support such a person? You ladies need to study.
You're wondering why these entanglements happen. These entanglements happen because people try to tell me what's what when it comes to this. That's fine, you can, but then you should expect an argument. And you should expect me to argue in favor of my worldview, which arguably I can make an argument right now. Even if I knew nothing else, I could tell you that if somebody's saying that me drinking a Coca-Cola or having a beer is similar to prostitution, they're insane. That's ludicrous on its face.
Well, I don't think that anybody here said that. And I also...
Okay, well then why can't I eat a donut?
I don't think that anybody here ever said that. I think that we
She
just...
said I can't eat a donut.
No,
I'm going to tell you what she said. She said I can't eat a donut because it's polluting the temple, just
There was
like
a
prostitutes are
pastor
polluting
who
the
said
temple.
if you
That's what she
drink
said.
if you drink water when you're supposed to be worshiping the Lord, then drinking water could be a sin. And I just want to ask you, Andrew, like
Yeah, that's true. It could be.
seriously, I have a serious question for you. Like, I know that you have problems with everyone's going to have a lack of education in the beginning when they find Jesus, but do you not want people to find Jesus?
Then why are they calling themselves pastors?
I'm
and
not calling
going
myself
out
a
and
pastor. I'm
starting
saying I don't
ministries
know.
If they don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
So
why would you do that?
You think that if Jesus saw someone who said, I love God and I want to turn away from sin, he would be like, you don't know enough?
You mean Pharisees? Yeah, he did it all the time.
No, he did not tell the Pharisees they didn't know enough. He told them that what they were doing was corrupt.
Listen, I'm telling you right now that there's plenty of people who have false ministries who are running around saying they do. There's been women on this panel who I've tangled with.
But you're
who
not
said that
answering
they
my
have-
question. My question
I'm
is...
answering it directly.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. They've said directly to me that they have visions from God and that they're prophets of God. I've heard that they've said it to me.
So,
Like,
but
what do you
that's
want me to
still
say to these
my
people except
question
you're
is,
delusional?
what do you want? What do you want? Like, do you want women to be degenerate or do you want them to turn their ways? What do you want?
Well, I'm sorry. Again, I'm going to tell you, you can do both. It's not a bifurcation. It's not I'm going to use Christianity as a shield while I preach a false gospel. That's a bifurcation. You can do both.
Jeremy
you can both
donated
not be a prostitute
$200.
and be a real Christian.
Have
can
you
do
looked
both
in the
those
mirror,
things.
blonde tubby? Girl 1, pull your jacket up. G2, less makeup. The Bible is ambivalent towards alcohol, considering it both a blessing and potential danger from God.
I do need
Preach,
to.
Andy.
Yeah, hey, Jeremy, thank you.
Yeah,
I
hang
do-
on. Let me finish this up though. if
Okay,
you don't mind.
quick
Real
point though.
Brian.
Quick
I'm almost
point.
done.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, so back to this. You can do both. But don't tell me that just because you turned away from degeneracy 15 years ago and now you have a ministry as a female, that I'm not allowed to tangle with you theologically because I never was a prostitute. I don't get to say I was never a prostitute, so now I'm above criticism. But you're telling me that because they have stopped being prostitutes, now they're above me criticizing their theology. That's absurd.
I don't think they're above you criticizing their theology. I just think that the way that you approach them from an outside standpoint, someone watching the podcast, it comes off hateful. It comes off hateful. That's just
I'm
what
sorry
I'm saying.
about your emotional state. You'd have to talk to the thousands of people who it doesn't come off hateful to, but rather would prefer to see these people confronted because nobody's ever confronted them. And they get to just basically run around, do whatever the hell they want. There's never any ideological pushback at all. So what you're saying, but I just want you to let you know that this is what I hear. What I hear is, but they're not prostitutes anymore. So isn't that good enough? Yet, interestingly enough, where's my extra credit for never having been a prostitute? I don't get any, and yet my theology can still be criticized. Isn't that interesting? But theirs can't be because they stopped sucking dick a few years ago. It's ridiculous.
I think that you
Hold
have
on,
fair game to criticize them. I think that that's totally fine. I've never been a prostitute either. All I'm saying is that I think for the health and well-being of the world, it would be great to be more welcoming to those people. That's all I'm saying. If you want to turn away, I think it's a great thing. Turn away. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's a great first step, but that doesn't
that's all I'm
mean that
saying.
now all criticism gets to fly by night doesn't mean that you get to pull a Nala and do I'm done with the OnlyFans. Well, that's fantastic. But when people say, okay, but where's the compensation to the thousands that you've wronged? How are you going to make amends for these horrific things that you did, which even a court would have an expectation that you paid compensation for people you victimized? And yet somehow they can use this as a shield from criticism, whereas those who've never engaged in such horrific activity get no additional credit for never having engaged in it. It's ridiculous.
Got to move things.
That is ridiculous.
Got to move things on.